Next up at UFC 304, we have Mick Parkin taking on Lukasz Brzeski. Mick Parkin undefeated, 9-0 in his career. He's coming off that decision win over the insanely tough, very durable, insanely athletic Muhammad Usman. He's taking on Lukasz Brzeski. Lukasz Brzeski, 9-4 in his career. 3-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that upset win over Walter Walker. Mick Parkin is not by any means an exciting heavyweight, but he is pretty good. He's a good-sized guy. He does a really good job slowing the pace. That is not something you want to hear about a fighter and their skill set, but that's the reality of the situation. That bell rings. He moves forward. He tries to get you against the cage. He tries to lean on those arms. He tries to slow the entire pace down because he's not the fastest guy in the world, and then he'll work. He'll either pump some jabs, he'll work against the cage, or try to squeeze in a takedown. He's got solid BJJ. He will shoot his shot on submissions, meaning he will try to submit you. He's not just going to camp out. He does use it well to control on top. He's not fast at all, but he will wrestle more than most, and he does keep him.
Why do you say that like that? Like you have any room to talk.
I'm fast. I'm faster than Mick Parkin.
I guarantee you're not fucking. You said the same thing about.
You couldn't stop a jab just blasting your face,
and you got fucking smoked.
I lost a foot race to my brother-in-law with a bad start. I literally said bad start before I took my second step. Like, I didn't go when they said go. That's not losing.
Yeah,
That's
but
like,
I saw the
doing?
gate. I saw the gate afterwards because you tried to catch up. Because I think you even. I think
I
you're
stopped.
so delusional. I think you're so delusional that you had that bad start and you're like, I think I can still catch him. And I saw the way you were running, Angelo, and you weren't really running.
I literally didn't start when they said start. I was probably a second and a half, 2 seconds delayed. I said bad start, thinking like, let's redo it.
Do you think
like,
that's the alcohol? The reaction time?
And then he just kept running and he took that win. He's taking on Lukasz Brzeski. Lukasz Brzeski, pretty well-rounded guy. He's not great by any particular stretch, but he's a pretty well-rounded guy. Solid power, solid speed, decent takedowns, nice leg kicks. He's very athletic. He has no problem working in some spinning attacks. Striking defense is not great, though. He can be hit. He does tend to overreact at times as well when strikes come his way, but he's coming off that tremendous upset over absolute fraud bust Walter Walker. Mick Parkin is not the most exciting guy on this card. He's not the most exciting heavyweight in the division. He's not particularly exciting, but he is good. He's better than Lukasz. He will win this fight. Lukasz was able to fraud check Walter, but that's because Walter is a slob who gassed out. Mick Parkin is not that. He will methodically work forward. He will win this fight. And Mick is surprisingly still affordable at his price point. I imagine he'll be minus 400 come fight night. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, to me, this almost seems like a copy and paste of, and you mentioned the Usman fight, of the Usman and Thomas Peterson fight. Obviously, I don't think Mick is going to be have the wrestle heavy game plan that Thomas Peterson kind of had at times in that fight. But when I broke down that fight, I said that I understand that Thomas Peterson is not the best fighter in the world, but he's better than Usman. He just is going to be better than Usman. We saw that from bell to bell. That was a 30-27 all the way. I think Mick Parkin has the opportunity to 30-27 a guy like Lukasz Brzeski, because I know Mick Parkin isn't this world beater, this future champion. He's just a very solid fighter. And he just should be better than Lukasz Brzeski. Lukasz Brzeski to me, if you look at pictures of what he used to be before USADA and whatever, it was absolutely insane. He is a shell of himself. I just don't think, just like Muhammad Usman, I don't think he's a UFC level guy. I just don't think Lukasz Brzeski is really that UFC level guy. He's a big, tall guy, doesn't really have crazy power, can get hit, get finished, and I think there could be an opportunity for a late finish here for Mick Parkin as well. So I'm kind of all over Mick Parkin. I've got it in a parlay, and anything else you want to see, WeWantPicks.com. It's only $10 a month. Like the stream.
There you go. We do have $9,100 in DraftKings for Mick, $71 for Lukasz. The problem is Mick is not really a finisher, so to cover that salary is going to require a whole bunch of work. And I don't know if he's going to get that work in. And Lukasz has showed some durability recently. You think Mick is going to be worth that money, even though you think it's a pretty straightforward 30-27?
Probably not.
I agree. That's probably a fade there. But if you do want to unlock all the tools, including the brand new data analyzer, the picks, the bets, the safety parlay, which is 6 of the last 7, 12 of the last 10, 12 and 2 in the last 10 pay-per-views, you can do that now. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's only $10 for an entire month.